anyway, I've got a concept for a geology upload, and so it'll be like upcoming. But here's a quick overview that for hikers in this area of Las Vegas in the Southwest, but especially Las Vegas and especially the east side, you've really only got, three layers. So like in my videos, or if I give a speech, long-winded speech, that I go, there you have your Carnian, it's clear to see, there's the gypsum with horse spring, and people get lost. Well, there's that for basic hikers that are not geology students. You can go out hiking, and it's very easy to understand. In this area, you've really only got, and I'm going to show them here, but then I'll do a follow-up. But you've really only got your three or four main layers, and that are exposed in this area. In other words, we're not going to go into crap that isn't even in this area. Now, this is the east side of town. There's Frenchman Mountain. This cross section is took like through the center of Las Vegas and looking north. Okay, but look how simple it is for the layers. You have your Precambrian basement complex. In other words, bedrock. Okay, so there you've got the great unconformity, in which 1.2 billion years is missing. Okay, so let me show you how simple it is. There's the bedrock, and it's the overlook point here at the great unconformity at Frenchman Mountain. That's the great unconformity. But look at how things are broken up and tilted. Okay, but see how it goes across? There it is. There's the top of the bedrock. Now over in the Grand Canyon, it's perfectly flat. And so up at the top here at the Grand Canyon, which is, let's say, right here, you're literally going down like a book, like a layer of pancakes. Okay? But our area is different. And so here's the main layers. Let me get to the point, and then I'll try to do a coherent video. Instead of just something that pops into my head, I slam something up. I'll try to do a coherent video of why it's so simple for all hikers. Here's the bedrock. Okay, this is the great unconformity. It's not visible at Red Rock Canyon. Okay, but if you drill down, it would be. It's down there, trust me. Now here, it's exposed. That's the famous point everyone goes up to, the great unconformity. Okay, here it's kind of exposed if you know what you're doing in here. Okay, so you've got one, the basement bedrock. Two, at this time, now for layer number two, listen to me and listen to me closely. For layer number two, the Chinle, Moanavi, Moenkopi, they're still the Carnian flood event. And so it laid down another big layer that was flat, because at that time for layer number two, and here it is, they're not no mystery layers. There it is. 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 These aren't mystery layers. See how this is laid down? That's because it was like the Gulf of Mexico, down near Mississippi. The same thing is happening now at this moment, that this is being laid down. So at this time, all of this was being laid down flat, just like in the Gulf of Mississippi. It was not mountainous, up-tilted crap. It was being laid down flat. That is why your Chinle, Moenkopi, Moanavi, whatever you want to call it, I call them Carnian. Okay, you go to New Orleans right now, this is being laid down and out in the ocean. Okay, and that is why this layer, you see it everywhere. The Moenkopi, some people Moanavi, they look at every layer and give it a different term. To me, it's Carnian. This is Carnian, the great flood event, which this massive amount of material was washed down in a period of, let's say, 5 million years. Okay, and that's why it keeps repeating in our area. Okay, now where is this? this second layer of what I call Carnian, your Moenovi red kind of soft mudstones with the petrified wood in it. Well, then where is it at Grand Canyon? Red Rock Canyon. Well, where is it? Why isn't this over here? For good reason. They forgot to draw it in. It is there. It is there. That's why when you go up Red Rock Canyon, you have these same layers with the petrified wood in them, which are Carnian and red mudstones, upon which the Aztec sandstone sits. Because after this took place, this washdown of the Carnian, there was a long period where stuff eroded away. It eroded away. So it's not like pages of a book. There's unconformities, which means stuff was eroding away. That is why, you see, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. That is why the layers are exactly the same at Valley of Fire, throughout the Southwest, Las Vegas, east of Las Vegas, they're visible. That's why you have the red clay type stuff, like where the Visitors Information Center sits at Valley of Fire. You're looking, see this line right here? You're looking at the same thing. You're looking at the same thing. Now here they also didn't draw in our red rock Aztec Navajo sandstone that is all over the United States, the Southwest United States. That's simply because they didn't draw it in. They didn't draw it in. And so that goes on. The sand blows in from the east and blows in and gives you this. Okay, but this they didn't draw in over here. It's not because they're morons. It's just that you can only make maps so detailed. So you don't do a basic map like this and then someone like me says, well, where's this Aztec sandstone like at Valley of Fire and everywhere? Well, where is it over here? Because they can't draw in every goddamn thing. But you've really only got the three layers, the three main layers. And now, Horse Spring Formation, like you go east of Las Vegas, you're driving out over Horse Spring Formation. Well, what is that? You're looking at it. See here? See here? There it is. There it is. There it is. So the Horse Spring Formation was 30 million years ago until almost the present. And what is it? It's washdown. It's recent washdown. This here is, I'll say 350 million years ago. Okay, this here, up-tilted Frenchman Mountain is up-tilt. It's not what I'll call overthrust. This is overthrust. See this here, Frenchman Mountain. See that there, and see that there? Well, there it is. There it is. In other words, this is older than what this is. This is up-tilt. Up-tilt. This is not overthrust. This is up-tilt from almost sitting right on the Great Unconformity. Okay, so that's up-tilt. This is this. Same age. Same age. Okay, so this at Charleston Peak is newer than what this is. But your Horse Spring Formation is last 30 million years, is recent washdown. So when you go east of Las Vegas and you're driving across all that stuff, that's Horse Spring. What it is recent washdown. Except where the Navajo Aztec sandstone is exposed, such as that Bowl of Fire and Redstone. Okay, it is exposed. Okay, this right here is exposed at Valley of Fire. Valley of Fire. But in some areas it's still covered up. In other words, see this material here? It's still down below the surface in a lot of areas until it gets eroded. So you've only got really three things. This, your bedrock, which is the Great Unconformity up at the base of Frenchman Mountain. This, which is your Chinle, Carnian, but you've got, some people call it Chinle, Moenovi, this, that, the other thing. It's a waste of time. It's now known as Carnian, the Carnian washdown. And then on top of this, you've got the Colorado Plateau with its limestone, and the Aztec limestone. You're getting pretty far over there. Aztec sandstone, they left it out. So in here, you could go here, 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 and zoom up, and your sandstone here is also in spots over here. But by then, you're getting pretty far west. East. You're getting pretty far east. So our area right here, this sandstone here, is exposed all over the goddamn place. So people go up to Red Rock and they see this Aztec sandstone. Well, it's sitting right on this, the Carnian. And the Carnian is sitting right on this. So you've really only got three main things. Okay, now if you go up to Red Rock, you go, where's the great unconformity? It is down there if you drill down. And this Moenkopi, Mojave, Carnian washdown, it is there. It is there. That's why when you hike up, you go through the red clays and stuff like that with the petrified wood, but they didn't draw it in. Oh, brother, this was supposed to be 2 minutes.